So, patch 1.10, Millia, first impressions. How long did I play just now? An hour and 57 minutes and 47 seconds. Okay. Going in and out of training mode. I've been doing training mode during the day, but like, these are the first matches I played. Instead of like just gushing over the changes, so a lot of people are really hype over these changes. They're like, "Oh, let's go! She's top tier now. She's the best." I am, of course. I'm gonna take it slow. I want to see how I feel while I'm playing. But so far, so good. The most impactful change so far has actually been this being heavy counter hit. Medium counter. It's not heavy counter. This being medium counter hit is way nicer than I thought it would be. That's something that you know they change, but like you don't feel it until you play. So why is this a big deal? The one thing about her in the previous patch is like there is a range where you cannot cross up ever. Even if the game shows you crossing up like that, you cannot cross up from this range. You just can't. Let me get a pinch closer. Even at this range, you cannot cross up, and you have to do 2K2D. And when you do 2K2D, especially in like the original version of the game, you really give up your offense. Once they buffed the Lust Shaker the first time, it was less committal than before. Now it's in a pretty good spot. I'll talk about Lust Shaker a little bit later. But now, because this is heavy counter hit, I keep saying heavy, it's not. It's medium counter hit. Because it's a medium counter hit, you can now do this. Which is great because you will always get a left right, and it implicitly raises her damage because you're getting more opportunities at her best mix-up, which gives her damage, right? So that is a change I gave to everybody, but I've been feeling it a lot because especially this hits on both sides. So there are times where I overshot, caught somebody, and like I'm just like, oh my god, I can land and run up and do this, or I can land, dash block, and then like link a close slash for 2K. Like it's really really good. That's probably like the change that I have felt the absolute most. The one you've heard about a lot is probably the Mirage change. So low-key, I think the total duration is a little bit less too. But that's just placebo. I don't know. But the big change is that you can cancel into other special moves that are not itself, and you can cancel into supers as well. This is way easier in combos though for some. Oh yeah, because you can buffer it. But yeah, you can do it into supers as well. So this is a really really big change. One, it stabilizes her mid-screen damage. So what does that mean? So let's use a string like this. We'll have counter it on. So sometimes you'd be getting hits off this, and before your best bet was just to go into this. The damage is not bad. The situation is like okay. Now with the new change, so the world is yours. You can either go into combo and break the wall, or you can take advantage of the new positioning you get, because you're significantly closer here as compared to here, right? If you go for combo, we're still working on this because some characters it seems that you can get a close slash really easily. Other characters it does not feel that way. So I'm still working these out a little bit, but the point is, from pretty far. From pretty far, you can do a lot of damage, and to be honest, I don't even know if this is like quote unquote optimal. You can do a good amount of damage because of that, so that's a pretty big change. The air backdash, I've only had it come up one time really, where like once I overshot. And I tried to dash, but I got air backdash instead of my ground dash. And that's really it. This is one where I'm like, I don't really know what it's for. The 6K change is good and bad at the same time. So they might get, someone told me it's -2. I feel like it's -1 or -2. It forces crouching on normal hit now, which is nice. The reason why they made this less advantage, it used to be +1, is that this would be a combo now, because this is 5 frames now. They didn't want her to have this, so they made this they made this more disadvantageous slightly. But you get special cancel, which is really nice. So in the corner, you get this, you know, nice little baby. Nice little baby. And if you have meter, you can go into super. This move was always a pretty good move, but people kind of looked down on it because you couldn't combo off it without meter. But I thought this move was really good. It's still low crushes, the same as before, frame 13. So I'm basically using it the same way that I've been using it. But now I just have this. And this situation is actually not too bad, actually, because your positioning is pretty good. So this is another change I like. Is the Lust Shaker would not push you back like this before. This makes the move just like much safer than it already was. And it's gonna make it so that you have like really advantageous positioning. So like here, then you can cycle a bunch of options. So I really like that. The first impression basically is that she has more opportunities to do damage because either she can just take you to the corner from mid screen straight up, or she has access to a new way of getting H-disc or a good 50-50 left-right that she did not have before. I didn't even talk about all this stuff. She got a lot of changes. Like 2P is one that's like obviously a good buff because it's 5 frames, but like I'm still kind of just playing it the same way so far. You know, it's day 1. 6P got a buff, which is pretty significant, but it's not gonna come up too much. It floats more, so you'll see some like EMP combos, but the big one, the real big one, is that you get this now, which you get this. So you get your sweet mix-up off counter hit anti-air, which you did not get before. The only time you used to get it is if you're back to the wall. You have to do this. But now you can do it anywhere, which is great. And then there's the other one that people... It just visually looks really striking. It's that you can also cancel Turbo Fall into other special moves. This is pretty good, mostly because it opens up her movement a little bit more. There are people who go up here and use Capel, and the common countermeasure for that is the higher she is, the easier it is to see, so you'll like walk back and wait for it, right? So I didn't use it a lot, but from using it a little bit, I think it makes it tricky when she's up here, because now, like, once she does it, this is like, it's slower than previous games, but it's pretty quick, and she can cancel at any time. And this move's just jointed, so she can go all the way down and try to do that. Like, she has a bunch of ways she can mess with you, I think, here. But yeah, so that's basically how I'm feeling. Feels good. We shall see. And again, there are other buffs I haven't even mentioned yet. These are just the ones I'm feeling from playing so far. We'll see how it goes. She looks good.